This is an AtmoExplorer project where students from different degrees meets curiosity and innovations. One balloon, thousands of meters high. Now we will move to our leader who is leading this project.
Hello.
So, what's drive our team to send a balloon in the sky? What we can discover up there in the sky?
We hope to discover up some nice details over the atmosphere, like CO2 or O3, and we also try to design a payload that we can reuse. So when we send it up, we use technologies like LoRa to live transmit data from the flight up like 35 kilometers high back to us with the GPS, so we can track where the balloon is going. And we also need to provide how we can simulate the flight before we're starting to go safe, that the data are good and the data we want to collect are also correctly. And we also try to improve that we get some live data. We also can give while the flight is going back to us with the technology LoRa, and try to build some graphs and also to animate how the flight is, while the flight is going up, how the different details of like temperature, room humidity at all is changing between the different heights. And then we hopefully design it reusable, so when the balloon is exploding in the air, in the atmosphere, that we can just catch up the payload and just reuse the microcontroller stuff and the sensor stuff, so that we hopefully can do multiple flights while the time here at the school, and hope that the balloon don't explode too early or explode too late, because then we have a problem by catching it up here in Europe.
So I am the payload group leader. I supervise 9 people, so the total group is over 10 people. And our main job or task is to build the payload box for the weather balloon. This includes finding suitable software and hardware to combine and measure all sensor data, which means that we send up the balloon, and while it's going up, we can take measurements as, for example, temperature or humidity, and then as soon as the balloon lands, we can take those measurements and do data analysis of that and find interesting stuff. Now, the challenge of this for me, especially as a group leader, is as we are a completely new group, I do not know much about my people, so it's very difficult to find out who's good at what and how I coordinate all the people who have very different schedules and very different styles. So the difficulty is for me at the start to find like a balance between the team and how we do this project, as none of us has really any experience in building any sort of weather balloon or doing much with Arduinos or ASP32s or Raspberry Pis, which are the main boards we are going to use.
Okay. Yeah, hello, my name is Tom. I'm in the group Software Engineering, and we are building the website for our RP project AtmoExplorer. In my group are 4 people, I'm sorry. And till today, we created a database. In the database, we will store the data we will get from the balloon. We created a little bit of the front end. That's the website in the end. We created a back end with Compose. In the Compose, we are trying to connect our database with our front end in the future. And we built a Docker file. We're using a Docker container system for a clean environment, system independent start. And in the future, we want to build a chart system so that we can visualize the balloon data. We want to integrate the video footage we will get from the balloon. We want to build a login for more people. We want to integrate the measurements data. We want to integrate the materials that are used to build the balloon, and we want to integrate the sensor data from the balloon.